All right, in the previous class, we saw how to ping or telnet to a router which is beyond our gateway. So this is our computer, and this is our gateway. 10.0.0.10 is our gateway. What is gateway? The router's address is what gateway. Now, Prem, there's a question for you. Can this be a gateway for my LAN? This is my local area network, my LAN. This is my LAN. This address is also of the same router. Can this address be a gateway for my LAN? No. This is the gateway. Gateway and our network, the gateway's network and our network should be same. See, this is 10 network. This is also 10 network. 172 is not a gateway. But for this router, this is a gateway to reach my computers. So what is gateway? The address to which you will send the packet for remote networks. The address to which you will send the packets for remote network. For example, this router 1, for this router 1, 10 is a remote network. It's not local to router 1. Is it connected to router 1? No. It's remote. To reach remote network, to which address the router will send is the gateway. Is the gateway. Okay. Now, I really forgot the password of this router. I forgot the password. Good. There is no password set. Now, for this router, I forgot the password. So let's quickly recover it. What is the first step? Restart the router, isn't it? I'm going to restart. Don't be silent. Talk to me. Restart the router. As it is starting, control pass break, isn't it? Okay, I think I need on screen. I need on screen keyboard. So working on my keyboard. I need to restart again. So for Prem it works now. Control pass. Oh no, where is that? No, not happening. No? Control. Okay. Sometime I need to press insert also. And if you don't know what command to type, put question mark and hit enter. Sorry, question mark and hit enter. Config registry. This number is 0x2142. Now, what is the next command? Boot. It's going to bypass the NVRAM. Why I'm bypassing the NVRAM? Because the passwords are there. If I bypass, the passwords won't be asked. Hmm. You see now, only the operating system is loaded, not the early configurations. So I go inside and then I type show startup, and I can see the password and the username. But what if this password is encrypted? Please focus. Today we are not doing the same thing. We are doing something new. What if this password is encrypted? This is what we are going to focus now. Okay. Now I will go back to. I know the password now. I'll go back to the default mode. How to go back to the default mode? Config registry 0x41, sorry, 0x2102. This is the default mode. I'll restart. Now we are going to encrypt all the passwords. Why am I encrypting it? Because if someone accidentally or knowingly or well planned, if they log into my router when I'm not there, they can know the passwords. You see, what happened? I came to office, I typed the username and I typed the password. And then someone called me. I left just for 5 minutes. We'll go and come quickly. So I left. So that is the time a bad guy in the office comes here and says, show run. He can see the password. Okay, he understood. Okay, this is the password. So he did like this and he left. So you have no clue that Mr. Bad Guy, the bad guy, knows your username and password. You have no clue. So later, whenever he want to damage you, whenever you cannot monitor him, he will come and delete all your configurations and put you in trouble. What will happen next? I don't know. It depends on your relationship with your manager. Now, to avoid that, see, simple command. In a global configuration mode, service password encryption. Put this command. Now you go and see show running. You see the password here. It's encrypted. You and me only know the original password. What is the original password? 123. I'm creating another username. You see, username, joy, password, joy. Password I have given as what? Joy. But you see here, show run, encrypt. If someone copies this as the password, it won't work. Now, I have to save this. Copy, running configuration to startup configuration. What am I doing here? If I type this command, what am I doing here? Can anyone tell me, please? What are we doing by typing this command? What happened? Why are silent? What? Yes, we are saving from DRAM, which is running configuration, to the NVRAM. And it is asking, is this name okay for saving? Yeah, I'm okay with that. If not, I need to give a name. Frame or April config. Now it will get saved in April config. What? Let me do it again. Mhm. Okay, let me. Why error copying the environment? Invalid argument. Okay. April. underscore config. What? Hmm. Actually, I can change the name. It's not allowing. It's a simulator. Has got some limitation. Okay, so I can just go with the default name. Saved. Now you see Joy. Sorry, not J. It won't log in. GUI. GUI. I mean, should run. It's encrypted. It's encrypted. Okay. Let us pretend we forgot the password. And when I try to know the password, what? Something is not okay. So now we forgot the password. Pretend we forgot the password. And when you try to know the password, control, what is this? Not working. I don't know why something is not working. Oh, it's already booted off. Oh, control, control. Okay. Now, see, 0x2142 boot. We forgot the password. And when we are trying to see the password, password is encrypted. What will you do? I want you to speak. Now, if I go and see, will I see the password? No. Show startup. This is real world scenario. In the real world, oh, I think I have not saved it. It's coming in the old configurations. Sorry, let me do it again. Config register. It got corrupted. I remember the system got corrupted. That's why. 0x2102, and then I'm going to start. Frame 123. So think, meanwhile, you think what you will do. When you log in, you will see only the encrypted one. It's very live, real world scenario. I'll create username Joy, password Joy, service, password, encryption, write to memory, WR. That's enough. For copy and style, anything is okay. Sorry. I'll also save here. Now, Now you see, we know the password and username. Joy, show, run, but the passwords are encrypted. After 1 month, you try to recall the password, but not possible for you to recall. So you decided to I know sometimes it works, sometimes it not work. Restart. Wait. Okay. Spelling should be very correct. So let me put question mark. Don't waste time. Config reg 0x21 photo. Boot. Boot. Okay, we have bypassed the NVRAM. When I type show run, I don't know. Sorry, in the running configuration, nothing will be there. Show startup. See, the passwords are encrypted. So what to do now? I don't know. I'm not recalling what password I gave. I know the username now, but I don't know the password. What can we do? Any idea? Anything comes in your mind? Please tell me. It won't work. This is not password. This is encrypted value. If you type this, it won't work. What we can do is, see, currently the running configuration is nothing, right? Empty. Is it? Empty. See, nothing. So what you can do is, now you can say copy startup configuration to running configuration. Usually to save, we used to say show running to startup. But now we are saying copy startup to running, meaning you're copying from NVRAM to running. Okay, it is copied. You see immediately the name change happened. Venkat. Earlier it was route. Now because you have already logged in, you can go change the password. Joy username, same username, but I'm going to give a new password now because I have a privilege now. I can override the password. Yes, sir. I'm going to say 123. Username, frame, password. I'm going to change this 123. That's it. Now save it. You see, I have given same password. That's why same encryption you can see, but we don't know what password. Password we know it is it's 123. Now we have changed the password itself. That is the best way. Okay. Don't try to decrypt it. We have changed the password. Config registry 0x2102. Now we have given a new password for a forgotten password. Because it is encrypted, we give a new password. If it is not encrypted, we can use the same password which you see. But now what I am seeing is not a password, it's an encrypted value. So I change the password. Joy 1, 2, 3. I mean, show run. It's encrypted. But if you wish to know the password, see, this is not really necessary. You can just change the password and go, as I showed you. But some people wants to know the password. It's encrypted. I can change the password, but I want to know what password it is. You know who will do it? Only some bad guys will do it. For example, you are selling a router, second-hand router, someone is buying. The bad guy bought your router. You sold it in Amazon or somewhere in eBay. The bad guy has purchased your router. It is locked. Now he will come here and he will know the username and he also want to know the password. You know why? He want to try that password in your network for other devices. So he wants to know what Prem would have given as a password so that I can go to his network and use that password. See, that is why when you are selling router, make sure you delete everything, format it, delete the NVRAM completely and give. Don't simply sell it. I'm not using for 10 months. Let me sell it. Then they will know your password. How? I'll show you how. Copy this. Okay, I have copied it. Go to internet. Decryption online. See? Decryption online. I paste it here. Encrypted one. Sorry. I paste here the encrypted one. I said decrypt. Error while decrypting the text. Why? Okay. Let's go to another two. We'll change the search. Cisco level 7. This is the encrypted password, right? I submit. Did you see the password here? See how dangerous it is? Now let me put some tough password. Username, join, password, Jayachandran. I don't see all capital letter. I'm mixing capital letter. So now show run. This is the encrypted value, the copy. I want to see my name there in the internet. I want to check whether it is really decrypted. So I put here and I submit. Can you believe? You see, that's why you should not sell the router with some configuration in it. Completely delete everything and leave. Okay, this is another method. Okay, this is another method. If you are interested now, to use the same password, you can decrypt like this and use it. Okay, now we are going to go back to our fine. We have successfully learned how to decrypt. We have successfully learned how to recover the password if it is encrypted. The next thing that we want to learn here is the one which we left in the two class before. We learned the classes. Class A ranges 1 to 126. In class A, out of 4 octet, what is octet? A 32-bit address is broken into 4 equal parts. If I divide 32 by 4 equal parts, then I'll get 8 bits. Each 8-bit we call it as octet. Then how many octet is an IP address? 4 octet. 8 fours are 32. In that 4 octet, first octet alone is network. That is class A. In class B, the range is 128 to 191. Out of 4 octet, first 2 octets are network. In class C, (192 to 223), the first 3 octets are network. Now all other octets are host. Host. Host means any device in the network. To identify the device, we have these many bits. In class A, you have more bits to identify devices. So when someone needs more IP address, meaning they have more device, they'll go with class A. Now, we also learned 8-bit, if all the bits are on, the decimal equivalent will be 255. So that's what we need to write as a subnet mask. Subnet mask, you can write like this, /8, because it's only 8-bit given for network. That is what subnet mask means. The number of bits given for network. You can write like this /8, or you can write 255.0.0. Here again, 8-bit, 8-bit. You can write /16 or 255 or 255.0. Next. You can write like 24-bit or all this we learned. This says that 24 bits are network. You no need to write network, network, network. If you just put 24, they understand. First 3 octets are network. If you put 16, they understand that first 2 octets are network. When you put 255000, they understand the first octet alone is network. All this we learned in our previous class. Now, if you notice here, after 126, it's 128. What happened to 127? And also, what happened after 223? See, in this first octet, if you see a number between 192 to 223, it is class C. In the first octet, if you see number between 128 to 191, it is class B. In the first octet, if you see number between 1 to 126, it is class A. Now we need to learn two things. One, what happened to 127? That's one thing. Second thing is, in the first octet, I can have up to 255. We have only up to 253. What happened to 224 to 255? 224 to 255. What happened? Let me answer this question first. See, we do also have another class called D, which is 224 to 239. But this is not an address for a particular computer or a device. This is not a unicast. See, Mahajanangale, is it unicast? Mahajanangale? No. Mahajanangale means it talks about all people. When I say people itself, it is not unique. It is group. Up to class C, it is unicast, meaning the address points out to a single device. Class D is a multicast. That is why it won't come under our discussions in this course. It will come in the next level. When we go to CCNP, we'll learn that. Now, we are still in CCNA in the beginning. We'll not focus on this. This is called multicast range. Multicast range of address. This range of address is to identify a group. Vimanapadai, Air Force. See, Muppadagalul ondru Vimanapadai. When we say Air Force, we are very particular to a group. We are not talking about all the army person. We are talking about those army people in Air Force. Air Force is a name to identify a group in the force, in the army. Now, your question next is, what happened to the address starting from 140 to 255? That 15 number, still under research and development. So don't worry, it will never be used. Still under research and development. No one knows how to use, where to use. It's still under discussion. We already have IPv6. We are learning IPv4. We already have IPv6. So don't worry about this number from 240 to 255. It will never come into picture. You will not see any IP address, neither multicast nor unicast, starting with 240 or in between this range, 240 to 55. Okay, what is next? We have class A, B, and C. We have the ranges. We understood what happened to 224 to 239. 224 to 239 is class D. Multicast range. Now, what happened to 127? You see, 1 to 126, afterwards, why 128? Here, if you see 191, 192 continues. But what happened to this number? Okay, I'll come to the point. What happened is this 127 number is dedicated for a self-diagnostic test. I repeat, this number is not assigned as an IP address to any device. Cannot be assigned. You cannot assign any address starting with 127. 127, say any number, 44, 89, 70, 127, 001, 127. Anything starting with 127. You cannot assign this to your computer. Try assigning, it won't accept. Let me try to assign and show you what happens. I'm going to try assigning the address starting with 127. See what happens. 1, 2. As soon as I hit 7, what happens? You see. See? Immediately an error message comes. Says IP address starting with 127 is not valid. But when I try to type 126, it won't show error. When I try to type 128, it won't show error. But as soon as I try typing 127, any operating system, that doesn't matter, Windows or Apple, Mac, whatever, Linux, any operating system will throw you error. Because every operating system is built with the same standard, the OSI standard. According to OSI, according to the industry standard, according to the IANA standard, 127 is loop back address. What is loop back address? That's what I was trying to say. Self-diagnostic test. Self-diagnostic. Yeah, I see. Self-diagnostic test. தன்னைத்தானே சோதித்து அறிவதற்கு. Self-diagnostic. Do you know anything which can do self-diagnostic other than human being? If something goes wrong, human being can sit and think, what happened? Why this happened to me? Where did I go wrong? That is self-diagnostic. So that next time it won't happen. You can correct. Likewise, if the PC is not connecting to the internet, for example, my laptop is not connecting to the internet. The problem may be in my laptop, the problem may be in network. How do you know it is not in your laptop? In Tamil only there is one proverb. But I don't really accept it. தீதும் நன்றும் பிறர் தர வாரா. தீதும் நன்றும் பிறர் தர வாராவா. அப்படியா? When you are going in a highway, what if someone comes and hits you because his vehicle lost his balance? That's a funny proverb. தீதும் நன்றும் பிறர் தர வாரா. If that someone who lost a brake, someone hit me, definitely I'll be hurt. It's not always true. தீதும் நன்றும் பிறர் தர வாரா. Even good things come from others. And this people don't want to accept it. ஒருத்தன் நன்மை செஞ்சானா அந்த நன்மையை நினைக்கவே மாட்டாங்க. அது அப்பயே மறந்துடணும். ஏன்னா தீதும் நன்றும் பிறத்தர வாராவும். மற்ற எவன் கொடுத்தாலும் வராதான். நனகாதான் வருமா. நன்றி இல்லைன்னு அர்த்தம். நம்ம கஷ்டத்துல இருக்கும்போது தான் அவருக்கு வந்து உதவுவான். அது எப்படி அது நமக்குள்ள இருந்து வந்துச்சுன்னு அர்த்தம். No, it is coming from outside. We need to be thankful to those people who help us when we are in trouble. அது பிறர் தருவதுதான் அந்த நன்மை. பிறர் தருவதனால் வருவதுதான் அந்த நன்மை. உனக்கு முடியல, எல்லாம் முடிஞ்சு போய் கீழே பள்ளத்துல விழுந்துருக்கிறவன ஒருத்தன் வந்து கையை தூக்கி விடுறான், புது லைஃப் கிடைக்குது. முடியலன்றதுனால தான் பள்ளத்துக்குள்ள விழுந்துருக்கிறார். ஒருத்தன் வந்து கையை தூக்கி விடுறான். அப்கோர்ஸ் இட் இஸ் பிறர் தருகிறதுனால் வருகிறது. விட்டாம பாருங்க டைலாக். தீதும் நன்றும் பிறர் தர வாராவும். யோகிகள். நம்ம பேரண்ட்ஸ் நம்மளுக்கு நல்லது செஞ்சதுனால தான் இன்னைக்கு இவ்வளவு தூரத்துக்கு வாழ்ந்துருக்கிறோம். எத்தனையோ பேரண்ட்ஸ் வந்து பெத்து போட்டு போயிடுறாங்க. அந்த மாதிரி விட்டுருந்தா என்ன இருக்கும்? தீதும் நன்றும் பிறர் தர வாராவும். What a nonsense proverb it is. Anyway, coming to our story. Self-diagnostic test. எங்கேயாவது நம்ம தப்பு பண்ணியிருக்கிறோமா? ஏன் நமக்கு இது நடந்துச்சு? That is self-diagnostic test. Likewise, in computer also, as I said, the problem may be because of your laptop. The problem may be outside. Mirror in all means internet. Not only the problem in your laptop, sometimes the problem may not be in your laptop. The problem may be somewhere on the road, there was a fiber cut. That is why you are not going online. You cannot blame always yourself. என்னாலதான் இது நடந்துச்சு, என்னாலதான் அது எப்படி என்ன உங்களால நடந்துச்சு. It's a fiber cut in the road. Some JCP, they did something and accidentally they pulled the wire in the roadside. So how do we know the problem is not in your laptop? Very simple. Go to your command prompt. Go here and type CMD. And then ping this address. Anything starting with 127, 127, any number. You tell me some number, I'll type. Less than 255. Come on, tell me, no. 150.122. One more number. 165. You see, This address I have never typed anywhere in my network before, but I'm getting a reply. Who is replying me? Who is replying me? Prem. If I call Prem, you will reply because your name is Prem. But whose name is 127.150.122.165 in my network? No one. Then who is responding me? Who is replying to me? Sorry? Ah, your operating system is replying you saying your computer is very good. Your computer don't have a problem. You see, when you are sending this from the application layer, you are getting reply back to the application layer, which means your computer, all 7 layers are working very, very fine. If you don't get reply, then maybe some driver problem. See, in olden days, we need to install driver. When you install operating system, after installing operating system, you need to search for the drivers and put it in your computer. Nowadays, it is not like that. By default, in the operating system itself, drivers are available for all vendor sound card, video card, all card. So no problem now. But early days, we are not going online because our driver is a problem. Internet is good. So how do you know? When you ping, if this reply is not coming, then you have a driver issue. Or sometimes the yes. அதெல்லாம் வேலை இல்லை. அது வேற கதை சார். We have not gone to that side. That is different. Here, if you didn't get reply for this address, if you don't get reply, it is only your NIC card problem, network interface card problem, or Wi-Fi card problem, or driver for that hard. But what our friend is trying to say, Vengatji, what he is telling is something different. That is not problem internally. That is an external problem which will generate an address called a PIP address, which we are going to see after some time. That is outside problem, not inside problem. We are talking about inside problem. Self-diagnostic only we are talking. Venkat, we are not talking about DHCP issue. You are talking about DHCP, which is outside. I appreciate you can remember all this that you learned long back. Good. We'll go there. Now, so this address 127, the purpose is to check whether your PC is good enough to go online. See, I'm typing again 127.5.4.3. I'm again getting a reply from the same address which I'm typing. So who is replying? My operating system is replying. After checking all 7 layers, when they are good with all necessary drivers and adapters, it replies me telling that fine, your PC is ready. Your PC is ready for online. Okay, that is about 127. Now, we understood what happened to this 127. You cannot call this address as class A or B. Even though it is coming in class A kind of range, see, because class B starts with 128, sometimes some people will call this as class A. But is it a valid address in class A? No. Then don't consider in class A. Class A is a range of address that is used as a unicast in the field. Class B is another set of range which is used in another size network. 127, what size network you talk about? Small, big, nothing. Then don't bring under any class. 127 is simply a loop back address. Please understand the word that I'm saying, loop back address. Loop means what? Connecting back. Loop back address. When you ping, you get reply, no. You're connected back. Are you pinging someone? No. You ping yourself with this address. This address starting with 127 is not assigned to anyone or anywhere in your computer. But how you get reply, then who is replying? Your operating system is designed to reply if everything is fine with your device. That's 127. Loop back address. See, later days we'll talk about loopback interface. Actually, in your syllabus, that's the next topic. There is an interface type called loopback. We are not talking about loopback interface, we are talking about loopback address. Mhm. No, somewhere I saw serial loopback, different type of interfaces. It should be somewhere here only. Device including router switches, console, or the device. We have virtual interface. Loopback interface also kind of virtual. Hmm. I remember we did map banner some days before banner. Copy and start this syllabus we have covered little bit, but show interface. Okay, it's not here. All right. See, there is an interface called loopback interface. So you should not get confused with loopback address and loopback interface. Loopback interface address can be any class, but loopback address is only 127. Loopback interface address can be anything. We'll talk about loopback interface, which is a logical interface. You can assign any class address in that interface. That is loopback interface address. This is simply loopback address. Loopback address is only 127. Okay. Now let us move on to one more topic called APIPA, which our Venkat was saying. Automatic Private Internet Protocol Address, APIPA. 169.254. Any number. This is also not a valid address. You cannot assign this address to any device. According to standard, you should not assign 169.254, you should not assign. Why? It is dedicated for an alarm. It is dedicated for warning. It is dedicated to warn you. Warning what? What does it warn? What does it alarm? Alarm or warn saying DHCP is not giving IP address. You see, your computer cannot go online because of this reason. What is that? You are not getting IP address. See, to your computer, you can manually give an IP address. You can also dynamically get it configured by an outside server called DHCP server. So you have a server in your home, no? You have a Wi-Fi router, right? That itself is a DHCP server. And your laptop and your desktop. Now, when you on the router, when you're on your computers, first thing is they will request for an IP address. But what if this guy is off? The one who is supposed to give IP address, the DHCP server is off. If it is off, can it give an IP address? No. So this PCs, they will wait some time, and then they will automatically generate an address 169.254.10.1. 169.254.1.1. This is dynamically generated to tell you that this is not giving IP address. This is to warn you, this is to alarm you, this is to alert you that the one who's supposed to give IP address is not giving. So when you see this address 169.254, don't think that, I'm getting an IP address. No. This is not a valid IP address. This is just to tell you that the one who's supposed to give is not giving. The DHCP server who's supposed to give me address is not giving. It is automatically generated private address. Internet protocol address, IP address, private, automatic private internet protocol address. Did you understand, Apipa? All right. We'll stop here.